Alright, what up everybody? As you can see, this is filmed on the same night, but I'm going to show you guys how to build the easy chain blade builds after the refresh. Okay, it might be a little bit of an odd build, but it contains no legendaries and it works fairly well, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me. Follow me on this one, okay? Inferno's Fangs comes from the Hellion, alright? 2 Tenacious Cells are chucked in here. Okay, your special is going to be Insatiable Dance. It's actually supposed to be Reaper's Dance, but you can chuck in Insatiable until Reaper's Dance is fixed, okay? Mod will be your Hurricane Blades. Now, if you cannot Hurricane, or for some reason... Actually, you know what? Let's put Lightweight Chain, because that's available from the Slayer's Path, and it's easier for people to understand and visualize. Lightweight Chains will be your mod, but you can use Hurricane Blades if you have it. Okay, Iceborne will be your Omnicell. Easy peasy. Skarn's Defiance for your Lantern. Zeal Cell right here. Time Weave Helmet with a Predator Cell. Nashor Cloak with a Toughness Cell. You can go with the Scravewing Gloves with an Adrenaline Cell. And Scravewing Boots with a Zeal Cell. Now, why is this setup specifically chosen? Okay, the best way that I can explain it to you is because I wanted to fit Predator into the build. If you, for some reason, don't want to fit Predator into the build, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but the reason why Predator is so necessary, and I know a lot of people have commented that they suck at dodging and parrying and all that, but realistically speaking, you should be able to do it with practice. Now, we're still level 4 on the Chain Blade, so I'm going to go to Thunderwatch. Easy builds are obviously not as strong as endgame builds, but they are still very strong. So we're going to fight behemoths up to 4 levels above us and possibly up to 7 levels above us. That should give you guys a good measure of how we do this. But like I said, what I'm going to show you with this build is how to handle it and how to properly utilize it. Okay? So while we're loading in, what I'll say is that now this is one of the few videos where I'm not going to encourage you to not see the combat showcase, because if you're here for an easy build, you might be new to Dauntless, all right? So I'm going to encourage you to watch the combat showcase, which is why I'm actually going to go through the cells when I land, all right? So we're going to go through the cell perks and why it works the way it does when I land, all right? I'm going to actually break down the video for you after we landed, all right? So my camera's gone temporarily. And now we're going to do the cell breakdown. This is because I don't want people skipping this shit. All right, but don't worry. The build is available in the description of the video if you need it. Adrenaline. Okay, normally in the current environment, Adrenaline is not used as often because you're very encouraged to spam your light attacks. However, with this particular build, it still gives you a good amount of damage. So I'll show you how to utilize it properly. Predator. Listen, evasion is a must with the Chain Blades. That is literally a core of how you do things. So Predator has to be in there. Tenacious. You've got 1,700 hit points with this build. That is 34% bonus damage, and you heal yourself as well. Try to maintain that full hit points. Your Iceborne Lance is going to do more damage, and your Tenacious is going to be maintained. All right, that's a lot of damage in there, especially when you're new. You don't have to think too much about it. It's just based on your health, your current health. Toughness increases your healing, so that helps your Iceborne as well as boosts your overall max health. Zeal increases your Lantern damage, and you want to hug the behemoth. You want to be close to it. So Zeal is very good for dealing more damage as well as giving you more shields. Overpower, look, staggering the behemoth is one of the key things you'll be doing, so look forward to it. Now, the newbie playstyle is a bit different to the playstyle found in the tutorial, and I'm going to explain why. All right, oops, sorry, let me put the cam back on. So we're going to fight about 3 behemoths. As you can see, this video is going to be a bit longer than the endgame build, because I think that for people who are playing this build, you might need to understand why we do things the way we do. So I'm going to start out with an Iceborne Lance right there. Alright, get straight into close combat with the behemoth. Now, I'm using my light attacks, but okay, once it starts moving or something, you see a chance for an interrupt, go ahead, interrupt it. But what you want to do with this build is you want to whirl at every chance you get. Now, the reason why is obviously because with this particular build, you want to reduce your stamina. However, you also don't need to save your stamina, unlike the other builds, because this is not a pulse-focused build. So you're not saving your stamina for a big whack, you're just using it for evasion. You're not saving your momentum for a big whack, you're using it for evasion, like so. Alright, that's basically why this build differs from the other one. And as you play through it, you'll notice that you can freely sap your stamina for your whirling, all right, and basically bada bing bada boom, that the creature's dead. All right, so we're gonna go fight the Drask now, which is about a... Oh, actually, we can fight the Flameborn Nashor. Might be a good experiment for you because Flameborn Nashor, obviously we deal less damage since it's a fire behemoth, and you know we're at a bit of a disadvantage, and that's okay. That's what we want. Alright, so as always, I like to showcase my builds in a situation where the cards are in the enemy's hands. Why? Because it's more important to Slayers to be able to understand that it's okay even if you don't have a good deck of cards. Alright, you can still do whatever you need to. Screw that fire damage. But that's also why if you do happen to have the Hurricane Blades mod, it can be very useful, especially in this particular style of build. Because it's likely to work better than a full-on, you know, like wounding style with the other builds. Now, this one is a little better if you know what you're doing. But you focus less on wounding, so you don't even have to worry about the heavy combos. You can just do what you're used to doing, you know. For newbie builds, I like to minimize thinking. So I minimize the amount of thought that goes into the build itself. So you can literally just plug, play, and get used to it really fast. Once again, we're just using the light attacks to spam, gain momentum. In between, we'll use a special or two just to, you know, beef ourselves up. When I see that it's getting good, I tend to pull off something like that. Stagger locking a behemoth, very easy and possible. See? Bada bing, bada boom, it's done. I'm going to show you one more because, like I said, with the newbie build, I tend to focus on showing the proper playstyle. Alright, you've got a lot of damage in this build, so don't ever think that you don't have a lot of good tools to beat down your opponent. Alright, you do. But that is exactly why you need to master them all. And know why we do certain things that we do. As much as you've got good whirling skills, you don't want to whirl too much and then be unable to evade when necessary, or, you know, get in and out of combat. But with this build, you're using momentum more freely. You know, you're not so stifled by the fact that, oh, I need to save up for the big slam. You know, use it as necessary. Okay, don't feel afraid of that. And after the big slam, you give yourself a little bit of leeway as well to pull off the whirling and stuff like that. Okay, so this is how the newbie build works. As you can see, it's highly effective. In all 3 minutes, 3 behemoths are down, all of them above your level. It works. No legendaries, no trial cells, nothing. Okay, it's simple and easy to use. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, if you want to see my channel continue running, drop a tip via the link in the description of the video. Send super thanks on YouTube, become a channel member, or purchase AsianRobot merchandise. All of it helps me out, keeps the bills paid, keeps the channel running. Alright, thank you to the Throne of Honor, Puni Puni, OnlyFan, Nate the Great, OnlyFan, JP Best, Prestige, Zach NFG, Prestige, The Forgotten Prestige, Ian Bodres, Prestige. Thank you very much. And let me also say thanks to November's top supporters: Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Xavi Uzumaki, Alcorn 0511, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta My Lovely Girl, Zach NFG, Soul Cracked, Galaxy Train, Puni Puni, Rogue Assassin, Arshaz Garzi, Lucas Graham, and I'm a Boxhead. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch you all on the next one, okay? See you later.